Alright, Newcastle 2, Wigan 1. We're here with Max and Lewis. Can you tell me about that game?
I thought it was a pretty poor performance, to be honest. But it's the end result that counts in the end, really. I thought we passed well. We got in good positions. I think Mo Diarmi stood out for me personally, and then Shelby did a lot of good passes. At the back, I don't know, we're a bit shaky throughout the game, but I don't know, it's a personal view really, and that's what I thought.
What do you think?
I think the first half started off very slow until around about the 20th minute, and I think we started to kick on and realise, and there was a bit of frustration around the ground, and I think we pushed on to get the goal from Gale, and I think that was good work for Gale to drift off his defenders and just to put the ball in the net, which he's good at doing this season. And in the second half, I think we sat back for most of the half, and then obviously Wigan came out and they got the early goal, and where I was sitting, there was loads of frustration, people shouting because we're just watching them walk through us and we're not doing anything about it. And then obviously we brought Atsu on, and I think down the left hand side he could have got a bit more on the ball and beating the man, because I think their right back was a bit slow. And on the right hand side, I think Richie was communicating well with Anita, but I think Anita's he should be bombing on, in my opinion, and say as Yedlin does, but I just think Anita doesn't do that as much, and I don't really like him playing at right back.
Are you going for Gary Neville's job?
I don't know.
If we keep performing like that, because there's been loads of games this season where we played quite poorly, especially at home, especially recently. If we do that, if we perform badly on Wednesday, do you think we'll still win?
It depends on whether Huddersfield, I think they're our main threat, along with Leeds. It just depends on their fixtures, really. I know they've got a few tough games, but I don't know, with performances like that, it could go either way, really. I mean, I think we've got a 10-point advantage now with Huddersfield, with just losing to Burton. But I don't know, we'll have to see what happens, really.
Yeah. I think on Wednesday, I just think today we need to start getting behind the team as much as we can, because there is frustration. And I think with Burton coming on Wednesday, I think last time we played them, they played the wing-back formation, and I think when they come here, they're just going to sit back and use counter-attack, because I think they've got a couple of pace players in the team, but I just think we need to start pressing up. We've got the likes of John Shelby and Matt Ritchie, and I don't know, Goufrank can hit them, but I just think we need to take more pot shots at the keeper, because you never know, one might go in and it could even win us the game. But I just think a bit more consistency at home, because it's getting a bit ridiculous now, because we're coming here and we're losing games, and then we're winning games, and it's just a bit on and off with Newcastle at home this season. And if we lose to Burton on Wednesday, I think that we could be in real danger with Brighton catching up.
Do you think the sort of poor performance, is that a mentality thing, or is there actually something wrong with the formation? Is something wrong with something in the system?
Well, we can trust Rafa, but I mean, I don't know really, because we've seen the performances out there, and every game is different, and you can't predict what's going to happen. Yeah. Away, everything's just been consistent, been winning away, solid, and then just come here and it collapses, really. I mean, you saw what we did against the likes of Reading, Brighton and Huddersfield. 7 out of 9 points. Then the next 3 games we'll get, I think it was 4 or something, or 1, 2 maybe, I don't know. And that just, it's not a winning side, getting results like that against the lower league teams.
What do you think? Would you make any changes against Burton?
Well, I said before, I just want Rafa to try the 2 up top, even just for a half or something. It might not be his style of play or how he wants to play with the team, but it's just, I think if Gale started and Mitrovic started alone, then I think they're a bit isolated up top, because Mitrovic is getting dragged away from the defenders, and it's even a massive gap between the defenders. And with Gale, I just think he runs in behind, but today I thought he was getting the ball to his feet today, and I think I like him doing that, because he played some excellent balls over to Matt Ritchie, and he just I thought he was good, like playmaker today. I thought he passed the ball really well, and obviously he got his goal, which I think he deserved because he played that well.
Do you have a man of the match for today?
Matt Ritchie, definitely. I think he's outstanding and he's played a key part in this season for us. And I've said before, like the likes of Gale and Ritchie, and I don't know if they're going to perform in the Premier League as they had in the Championship. Like that's it, forget the Premier League. But I just think Gale, how he's got, I think it's 23 goals this season, and I don't think he can do as well next season. But I think Matt Ritchie or maybe John Joe Shelby have been the two key players this season.
And Max, just a sort of final word. 7 games to go. Do you think promotion's in sight?
I think definitely, but we'll have to see really. We're relying on Huddersfield to lose, and the likes of, I mean, Leeds have got Chris Wood up front. He's a threat. He's overtook Gale as top scorer, sure. And I mean, we've got Dwight Gale up front. So I don't know. Brighton, they've got like a team of scorers, whereas we've got a few main men. So I think it's just really between us and Brighton. I think Huddersfield will be close.
Cheers, guys. Much appreciated.